matchup with the Jax if he wants to. It's just a little bit weaker early on.
So if there's a Scion pick, I'm not saying there will be, but if there is, how do we count when the Scion dies? When his passive dies, or when he dies the first time?
When he dies, like when it counts the gold, that's when we count it.
Okay.
Also, just found out that we are past the 5-hour mark on streaming, so that's pretty cool. We're almost there, guys.
On the side of Kabaflu, very weird. I don't think I've seen him play it. Not saying he hasn't, just I haven't seen it personally.
I've seen him play it a good bit.
Going for the ultra safe, I think. You know, tanky, trying to outlast. But Xerath picked up biological, gonna be a close one. Xerath just gonna try and poke down, but that tanky Scion is gonna be, you know, a little bit harder to touch.
Yeah, tanky Scion, and once Scion does hit that level 6, he has pretty good all-in potential because say what you will about Xerath's poke, but he's pretty immobile, right? That's his big thing. If he can keep you at arm's length, then he's very safe, but forcing a flash out with that ultimate from Scion is going to be pretty easy. The other thing we have to keep in mind about the Scion ultimate, it can basically act the same way as the Pantheon ultimate, as a way of getting back to lane if he needs to. So it's basically a surrogate for the teleport, and he can run something like the Ignite if he wants to all in. The E from Scion also very effective at getting him in range if he can get the long range slow and then walk up to the Xerath. But from the Xerath side,
get the close down of distance pretty quickly too.
Yeah, but from the Xerath side, you know, if he is able to poke him down, it doesn't matter how tanky you are if you get hit with enough abilities in a row, right? So just have to see the mana versus the health battle is going to come out here, I would guess.
And you know, maybe the Scion was expecting a Pantheon matchup. It's a pretty good matchup for Scion, but you know, I guess it's see how he reacts to it. Just kind of has to keep him at distance, try and dodge most of those abilities, and then if he can close the gap, he has very good CC chain with his Q and his R, as well as just little things like the E slow. You know, hitting those things and allowing you to close the gap and get some of that CC off that Scion has.
Alawi's not in this.
I'll allow you.
Yep.
So, I wouldn't be surprised with how I know Kaboflu likes to play and the way he builds on different champions if he goes for the lethality Scion here, to be honest.
Especially like that passive on Scion.
Right.
Even if you die the first time, you know, if you're able to trade kills with the passive, like now you're at kill point.
Exactly.
So it'd be interesting to see what he tries. Maybe go something, like lethality. Could go like grasp, just regular tank, but gonna be really interesting.
But I expect to see an Ignite. I will say that.
Possibility.
Maybe not for the Xerath, but for the Scion.
I mean, there is the option of taking TP, just to TP back to lane and not have to use that R instead of using the R.
It's true.
In a trade.
Yeah, you could just go for the turret/CS win condition if he wants to take TP, take all, and know that I am a tanky Scion. There's no way this guy's killing me.
However, inting Scion is not a strategy that's gonna work.
No, not in this one.
You can only die twice. You can only die once. The next one is kind of,
Yep. Ooh, cool skin though.
Okay, so we do have the barrier versus the Ignite, and it is the grasp coming out from the Scion. So
still has the option of taking lethality, but not likely.
We are on to the Rift.
Loading in final time, y'all. Boom.
The winner of this match is the winner of the 1v1 tournament, the skin, the picture of the Summoner's Cup,
and the bragging rights for a whole year until next year.
Yep. I know that you have a real Summoner's Cup, Damn on Gaming, but have you seen this Hilliard 1v1 championship?
Aw, and a good luck
GLHF coming out.
Logical good guy there. Aw. And switching it up.
Have fun, good luck.
Different way. Love it.
The rarely seen.
Or a high five.
Sion already changing the meta up with the HFGL. Maybe that'll be a hint to what's gonna come in the match.
Oh my god.
Maybe he's going AP.
Maybe he could be going AP Sion.
Guys, I'm getting slap happy. Oh,
could be going attack speed Sion. On
he doesn't. He doesn't need lethal tempo to go attack speed.
No, he doesn't.
Dance, guys! It's the final dance battle. There it goes. There knows. Okay, now they can attack Sia.
Oh, that's just his idle animation.
Oh shucks. Well, you know what? It's cool. I'll take it. His idle animation wins. Oh, we can't move. Oh no.
It's not pause.
We might have a remake here.
Yep.
Oh, can he move now?
Okay. Well, do we want to redo it?
It's fine.
If he's fine with it, then that's fine.
Yeah, he missed 2 CS, but.
So if he wins the game by 2 CS. Oh,
oh my gosh. Then I'm giving them both a skin.
Oh, okay.
Alright, get back into it. Shake it off, shake it off.
Level 2 coming out. The shield coming out a little bit late to block that Q poke. And we can see the early game is really when the Sion needs to be careful with the poke, right? After he gets some tank stats, he's going to be very, very hard to kill, but at the beginning here, Illogical will be able to poke him down pretty effectively, and a nice freeze if Illogical wants to keep it.
Doing a nice job just staying assistance, just keeping that poke up.
More CS missed a turret though, hard to CS those with the state he had, but great poke, and we are actually even in the CS at this point, just maybe 1 or 2 advantage.
Oh, nice!
From Zera.
Guys, Zera has a stun.
He doesn't have the ignite, so not gonna see a all-in potential, but
really taking control of this lane.
And at this point, we have a huge health discrepancy and pretty even mana actually, especially with Zera's passive being able to sustain him back up. He also dodges out from the E, so that's another tool that Sion's not going to have. Wave is coming back to him, so probably just waiting on that. Safely going to try and farm that up as best he can, and if he's able to get most of it, he will have a slight CS advantage. Good dodge on the stun. Did use his shield though. And man, just
damage,
almost like a homing ability on this Q. Beautiful job from Illogical. Oh, and the Q again.
Yeah. I mean, he's forcing him to back at this rate.
Yeah, first back. Doesn't have that R, so it's gonna be an easy play. Just gonna shove the wave in.
Might not be able to get a plate this early because of the shield that they come with in the mid lane. The extra shield early on. But it'll be at least CS miss, some damage. The Demolish might help him out with it. Illogical just deciding that's good enough. I got my Demolish proc. It's time to back.
Sion does have pretty decent chase down potential, especially Zera with no movement ability, you know, hitting that E, and getting the slowdown and that CC, so just opting to back here. Picking up some boots and a no magic mental on the side of Sion, so trying to keep that tanky up. No lethality Sion today.
No lethality Sion, it's probably the... Oh, that's a lot of turret shots.
Able to sustain that with the shield.
Yep, he'll be alright. We do also see the sustain coming out from him.
Yep.
It'd be good to have.
Whoops, on point with those.
Good back there from Zerath, able to pick up most of those minions. CS slightly in advantage to Zerath, 7, but not anything crazy yet.
It could be 9, but...
The 6 coming up on Xerath earlier than the Scion. Sion's still having about half a wave till 6, so maybe we can see some early kill pressure with that mark.
Oh, nice dodge there.
Man.
You can see that as the
Yep.
Scion wants to charge up, he becomes a very easy target as well for the poke.
Yep. Like you said when they were loading in Peter that, you know, he is very, well you said about the Xerath is very mobile, but the Scion too, if he's not using his ult, is very mobile.
You know, something we didn't mention earlier is that when Xerath ults, he is just like Scion in his Q, so, you know, if Xerath ults, Scion can pop his ult and kind of chase down the Xerath.
Yeah, kind of like a Nami Jin standoff.
Exactly.
I think Sion's win condition definitely here is to try and get that all in, especially if they maybe try and poke out the barrier early and just kind of live through this laning phase until they can get some items and some tank.
You can see how much damage he does do if he's able to get that combo with the E and the Q. Especially as he's going to be back in getting some more tank stats. He is only 10 CS down, so even though the poke seems like it's a big discrepancy, the Xerath's almost out of mana, the shield blocks that Q there, and
but the Sion also almost out of mana.
Yeah, he's probably going to be okay though, and as we see the matchup shift over time, it's going to get hard. Whereas the Scion, he's a tank, but even his base damage, if he hits that ultimate, is probably enough to get that kill, or at least force a flash. Opting for the safer option here, it looks like.
387 base damage on his Q to fully charge, so it's gonna hurt if he gets that off.
And the Spectre's Cowl coming out, just going for that.
Just going in, yep, just going, getting some MR and getting some health regen, so here to weather the storm of the poke.
I don't think Xerath had the mana to fully push in that wave.
Picking up the blinding jewel on Xerath, just going for some magic pen, making that Spectre's Cowl not as effective.
Yeah, an interesting choice here going for that early. Typically building AP at this point in the game is going to give you more than the magic pen until the Scion gets a little bit more, but he also might be trying to get ahead of the curve, just recognizing that this guy's going for the MR no matter what. Maybe the Q coming out here, yep.
Nice stun.
We can see the Scion didn't quite get off the full charge there, that's why the trade was a little bit more even than it would have been otherwise, and more poke coming down. If we see the Scion stepping back out of vision, that might also be him just making him think he backed, and then he ults down the lane.
Yeah, it's becoming a little bit farther apart now. About 20 for Xerath. Has to be careful here, getting poked out pretty hard.
Good stun, good combos. Oh, maybe gonna look for the ult soon.
Has to be careful when he ults though, because he can, ult him and he might be able to one-shot him. That's
the zombie chase down is real, even if not, right? And then he can trade.
Yeah, that's true. We're getting that plate. Let's see.
That's good shield from Scion. There's that Q, not as effective.
And we're going to see the CS lead grow even more if he decides to back. Looks like he's staying. Illogical is pretty low on mana at this point, and a lot of HP left on Caboflu for how much mana he does have. Oh, did they take it for a shot?
Doesn't have mana to follow up on it though.
Yeah, if Scion had had that Q up there, that would have been dangerous, but able to work his way out. Potion coming down.
They're both playing this carefully, not wanting, this is
That's
it.
definitely a big change from the last match.
Yeah.
It's
But the CS differential definitely goes in favor of.
Yeah, it goes for the R.
Go.
First one.
Oh.
Shoots the second one. Has the flash.
Oh, close.
Oh, that was a good dodge. Good dodge.
But pokes him enough out of lane so that Scion has to back. Might go for some turret damage or maybe force the Scion to
backing.
But I'm just gonna take the back.
And he might not even off. He wants to.
I think saving the ult here is better. You're only gonna miss 3 and you're gonna miss those no matter what.
You wanna have that pressure. Maybe waiting for an item.
Getting another Kindle gem, just adding some ability haste and as well as health, and more magic pen with the Slurp boots from Xerath. So really trying to hit this Scion, expecting a lot more MR than he actually has. Only 64 right now, so.
Yeah, and at this point, the flat pen, you know, is going to be pretty effective. That will get outpaced if he does keep on going the MR, maybe with the insurance instead of the percent pen after that. And also maybe just not enough gold to buy the other items, and it was the most convenient for me to get. Nice stun.
Ooh, big stun. Yes, there.
Oh.
Yep, nice dodge at the game like that. You can kind of tell they know something has to happen.
And we can see now the Scion has maxed his Q, he's level 9, and look how much more damage it does, and look how short the cooldown is. Like, he just did 3 Qs right in a row.
It does have Ignite, it has me out of the tree. One shot, I think, if he gets the R off. So that has to be careful. And with the R, Scion does go unstoppable, so it's not like he can just stun and walk backwards.
Yeah, the poke from the Xerath is no joke.
Yep.
Words.
The double ward coming out from Kaboflu.
Yeah.
That Xerath Q has a longer range than the Scion Q. But Xerath, back online now. Also has the barrier.
And we get gritting to that 14-minute mark.
Even though Xerath is not losing mana, Scion also using his Q a lot, losing a lot of his mana. He doesn't have the option.
Oh, back up.
Oh, back up. Yep. One more. Oh, flashing away from it.
Oh, flash Q from the Xerath. Kind of a bad flash on the part of Scion. Didn't need to. He kind of got scared of it.
Oh, okay.
But
wow.
Xerath coming in with a free kill. You know, we expected to see that kills trade from the Scion.
Not free. He had to work for that, man.
Wasn't able to trade the kill on the Scion. So now he has to be really careful.
Yeah, I mean that's now our longest first blood. That definitely took
almost
some
100
time.
CS on the Xerath now. So getting closer to that 150 CS mark. Sion's gonna have to play, but he picks up the Spirit Visage and Void Staff on the Xerath. So neither player picking up a mythic item. And Sion picks up the Spirit or the Spirit Visage. So gonna be getting a little bit of healing from that. And the Void Staff, first item for the Xerath.
Sion's realizing he needs to do something here.
He's trying to force some trades.
He's gonna lose even just in CS. And Logical just really on point, like predicting where they'll move.
And I think Sion really needs to stop queuing this wave. You see right there, if he had had his queue up for a little bit of move in there, he might have been able to get a good trade-off, but using the cooldown on the wave over and over again, like, CS is not your win condition anymore. You're not going to be able to make up 27 CS in the next 40 minions, so...
And not even respecting his own damage. So, like, that R Q combo does a lot.
The Scion R, you know, that just is so powerful.
The Scion R does 400 damage if fully charged. So it can do a lot in a trade. And if you have that Q up, like, you're going to be comboing that CS because they're going to trade back. So now he's chunked almost out of lane.
Yep, and we might have a rinse and repeat, you know, of what happened before. We landed up with the ult.
Oh, the shield.
Here it comes.
And here we go, here we go.
Big dodge, big dodge.
Oh, good dodges. Oh, one there.
But
makes it. Ooh.
We should expect a Scion R back to lane. Has the opportunity for it.
And we're at 120 CS for the Xerath
Only
versus
30
82.
left.
So this could be like the final one goes to the win condition of CS. Maybe we'll see.
It could be, and we
Kabuki may be seeing it, but we'll see. It's not over until it's
Keep
over.
your mental in it, Kabuki.
Oh, and see, Logical, what a stand-up guy, even saying that himself, and still he's gonna play to win it, because...
And still remembering the set, right?
Yeah. Yes.
But we do see the Seeker's arm guard coming out, which is very, very smart, I think. Because the only win condition is the all-in at this point, you would think. Maybe a tower if he forces him back at the right time, but that'd be hard.
Does probably have demolished. Has to kind of force the Xerath to use all the mana, but only 24 CS left. It's getting very close.
And keep in mind, he needs 2 kills. There it is.
Oh, there's
Oh, he ended it early.
Yep, he was. Yep. Yeah, cause that. I mean, you think about that damage. That could have done it. Like, if he really got that in there with the Q.
Xerath R, 8 seconds on his cooldown, so.
We're 19 CS away.
Very close. That R is off cooldown probably till the end of the game. Still has Ignite though, if he's able to close the gap. Has Flash in 24.
Yeah. Has to use the E.
So, yeah, maybe E Flash Q. It's probably his only win condition, but he's just gonna
even then.
Yeah, even then he's chunking him out. I mean,
he's still queuing the wave. Yeah, whenever Scion uses Qs.
It's getting dangerously low.
Low mana though. Low mana on the Xerath.
Just trying to shove it in. He knows. He's dumping all his mana just to get to that CS mark.
Backing as illogical is kind of risky still because you do have the demolish on the Scion, so
Scion did what he needed to do. He made the Xerath use all his mana. Now has the opportunity for a kill with his Flash Ignite.
No, he really needs to try and freeze the wave here. I think that's the only way he can do this.
That's good on Scion though. Had the shield up, knows that
Oh, missed the E.
Yeah, if you hit it there, maybe the kill.
138 CS.
Yep, we're good.
2 more waves.
Good flash on him. Yep. The R's
up. Oh, what did the R, but this might be a kill.
And the Q.
Let's see.
Right. Stun misses.
That's the stun.
Okay. And I mean, a couple minions have died.
It's gonna be very tough for Scion to win this now using the Flash and the R.
Yeah, I think the turret's maybe his only win con if he gets the kill and then pushes for turret.
9 CS, guys. 8.
Oh man.
Is it 2 deaths or 2 kills?
2 kills.
So Scion could just die and use the passive.
There's the Ignite.
Oh, the stun.
Kill.
Oh, and Logical is the
winner. Yes.
Very close.
Wow.
Knew he had to make a play there. That was the only play. Missed the E. If he would have hit it, possibly had it.
Oh my gosh, guys. Well played on both accounts. Seriously. Hats off to both of them, all of our players. Let's pull Ron in here for, he's played a lot of League. Let's get his thoughts.
We'll call it the winner view.
The winner. Oh, I married you for a reason. All right. Here we go, dude. Congrats. You did it. How do you feel?
Tired.
Yeah, I get that. We're with you. But congrats. Seriously, there was like a lot of really great gameplay. And even being tired, you played that last game very methodically and very logically. And it's like you just predicted where they would move with your Xerath. It was really nice.
Yeah, and I think with your item buys, you were just thinking, I know what this guy is going to do, and I'm going to work around it, right? Like you had the pen coming in first. But then...
I wasn't sure because I knew he'd seen lethality Scion, so I wasn't quite sure what he was going for him. But I saw the no magic mental, so I went all in for void stuff.
And then you also got the Seekers at the end when it was kind of clear that you were ahead in CS and that his only win condition was going to be like a kill into a turret take or something like that. Having that that second item start was a very, very smart buy.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll let you sleep, man. But like that was, I know you're tired now. The hype will happen once it sets in and you sleep. Maybe you'll dream of holding the Summoner's Cup. And think about what skin you want. Do you know offhand?
No.
That's okay. Think about it. Let it percolate and.
But on a nice note, I used the skin I got last time for the finals. So.
Boom, and it worked. So next year they better look out.
The reigning champion, illogical.
Like it. Cool. Well, we'll let you go. Again, thank you. And Xander, any closing thoughts you got?
Oh, how'd you like that flash Q?
Oh yeah, that was spicy. Did you have vision on him? Because we had observer vision, so we didn't know.
I saw the last R and I had an idea of where he flashed, so I just went like no hesitation for it.
Okay, yeah, I thought that was like semi-blind, that you were just going off of prediction. That's insane. All right, well, well played, man. Congratulations again, and hopefully we'll see you participating again next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yep.
Night.
Night, man.
All right.
Yeah, we'll close that out for us too. Again, Xander, thank you so much for casting with us. Bubble Puppy. Thank you. Huge thanks to Pocket Dust, Eric Lassner, for being our observer for these over 5 hours. We really appreciate it. And of course, Peter and myself, we all appreciate all the players and everyone who's been watching. It's definitely been some really, really good games and good gameplay. So stay safe and happy last bit of 2020. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the Rift. We got some more competitive games coming up in this next week with our Cybercats, and hopefully, we'll just keep doing what we're doing.
All right, good night, everyone.